Have you ever wondered how a single shot, a ball released in perfect form, arching through the air, could silently decide the fate of legends? Not just a game, not just a season, but an entire legacy. What if one miss, barely grazing the rim, quietly altered the story we tell about greatness itself?
And away with 12. Celtics have got 3 seconds. 2. Bird, a runner. It's good! Won't go. Bird the rebound. Over his head to McHale.
Because in the world of the NBA, history isn't just written by the winners. Sometimes it's written by what almost was.
I competed hard. I played the game the way it was supposed to be played. I played injured, and I played with a lot of pride. So I owe everything to the NBA, and a lot of players I played against had some great teammates in Boston.
This isn't just about Larry Bird and LeBron James. It's about what we choose to remember and what we choose to forget.
If you give me both these guys and you say you can start your team with either Larry Bird or LeBron James,
you taking LeBron.
I'm taking Larry Bird
No,
and
you're
I'm
not.
taking my chances.
No,
Thank you
you're
very
not.
much.
You know why?
Larry
Yes.
Bird was the baddest son of a gun on the planet.
And what
In a
did-
league with Magic Johnson, Isaiah Thomas,
Oh, so
Dr.
you telling me
J. He was the best player in the world when the NBA
And
was at
LeBron's
with a
the best
greater
player.
level.
In an era obsessed with speed, size, and social media highlights, it has become almost routine to dismiss Bird as a relic of the past. Grainy footage, short shorts, a white guy with a bad back. But behind that vintage image was a killer with a basketball in his hands. A man who played chess, while others played checkers. A player who could see the future of the game before it happened and bend it to his will. And yet, time has a strange way of blurring brilliance, of sanding down edges, of favoring the flashiest story over the truest one. That's where this story begins. Not with a shot that went in, but with the one that didn't.
I tell people, quit whining about LeBron. Enjoy him while he's here. He's unbelievable. I mean, he's one of the greatest, if not the greatest ever. Then you go back, I played against Magic, Michael, Kareem. I mean, the list goes on and on.
But if you strip away the surface, if you talk to those who actually watched him, if you listen to the words of Michael Jordan himself, what you'll find is a very different story. Bird's legacy is built on more than just the highlights. It's woven into the fabric of basketball history, a tapestry rich with skill, determination, and an unyielding competitive spirit.
I'm going to give you Larry Bird in his prime or LeBron in his prime.
Larry Bird.
In When the Game Was Ours, the definitive book on the Magic-Bird rivalry, Michael Jordan offers an unfiltered truth bomb. He says, "People ask me all the time who my top 5 players are, and when I start saying Larry, they interrupt me. They say, 'You've got to be kidding me. He can't play with LeBron James.'" Jordan's response? "You guys don't get it. Larry is far better than any small forward who played the game." Let that sink in. The man most people call the greatest basketball player of all time isn't mincing words. This wasn't some hot take on a podcast or a fleeting comment during a game. It was a quiet truth from someone who lived it, who felt the pressure of competing against Bird in his prime. But in today's highlight-driven culture where vertical leap is mistaken for greatness, and Twitter debates replace game film, truth often takes a back seat. The narrative is shaped by flashy dunks and viral moments, overshadowing the subtleties of basketball IQ, court vision, and the ability to perform under pressure. Larry Bird wasn't just good, he was transcendent. Between 1984 and 1986, he owned the league. 3 straight MVPs, championships, clutch moments burned into the DNA of Boston basketball. His name evokes a sense of reverence among those who witnessed his brilliance firsthand. A player who didn't just participate in games, but orchestrated them.
Larry Bird was shooting anywhere. If you think about how many times he won a championship and what he was doing and what he was averaging.
He was a cold-blooded, trash-talking genius who backed up every word with surgical precision. He played in slow motion, yet no one could stop him. His passes cut through defenses like a scalpel, threading the needle in ways that left defenders bewildered. His footwork was subtle and brutal, allowing him to create space and opportunities that seemed impossible. And his mind? Bird's style of play was revolutionary. He combined an exceptional shooting touch with an uncanny ability to read defenses. His high basketball IQ allowed him to anticipate plays before they developed. making him a step ahead of his opponents. He could shoot from anywhere on the court, and his passing ability was legendary. Bird was not just a scorer, he was a facilitator, often setting up his teammates for easy baskets.
People don't understand that he was like, oh, he was slow, he wasn't, nah, he was just smart. You know what I'm saying? He was smart and he can get it. He can get it done. He wasn't MVP all them times and all the All-Stars all them times for nothing.
This versatility made him a nightmare to defend. Opponents had to account for his shooting, his passing, and his ability to drive to the basket. Bird's presence on the court changed the dynamics of the game, forcing teams to adapt their strategies. He was a player who could take over a game without dominating the ball, a rare talent that few possess. Bird's impact extended beyond his individual skills. He elevated the entire Boston Celtics franchise. His leadership style was characterized by a fierce competitiveness that demanded excellence from his teammates. He was known to challenge his fellow players to rise to the occasion, pushing them to perform at their best. This ability to inspire those around him is a hallmark of true greatness, and it's what set Bird apart from many of his contemporaries.
Do you remember? I know I have nightmares. Do you? Do you have nightmares?
Yes, I was there in the 80s.
Yes.
I was there.
Me too.
I was there covering. Well, I was covering the Celtics. You were trying to cover the Celtics.
Statistically, Bird's 1,986 season is a masterpiece. His average is 25 points, 10 rebounds, nearly 7 assists, 50% from the field, 42% from three, 90% from the linear absurd. But numbers don't tell the full story. They don't capture the essence of Bird's influence on the game, the way he seemed to elevate everyone around him. That season, Bird didn't just dominate. He dictated. Every inch of the court was his domain. The Celtics finished the regular season 67-15, but at home, a ridiculous 41. If you include the playoffs, they were 51 at the Boston Garden. Let that breathe for a second. That's better than Jordan's 96 Bulls. Better than the Curry KD Warriors. The 86 Celtics had the single greatest home court advantage in NBA history, and Larry Bird was the reason. His ability to perform at such a high level consistently made him a nightmare for opponents, and he thrived in the pressure cooker environment of the playoffs, where legends are forged. Bird's 1,986 season was not just about personal accolades, it was about the impact he had on the game itself. His performance that year was characterized by a level of skill and determination that resonated with fans and players alike. He became a symbol of excellence, embodying the spirit of competition that defined the era. During that season, Bird also showcased his versatility by adapting his game to fit the needs of the team. Whether it was scoring, rebounding, or facilitating, he did whatever was necessary to secure victories. This adaptability is a crucial aspect of his legacy, demonstrating that true greatness is not just about individual talent, but also about how one can contribute to the success of the team.
So Larry Bird came over there and looked at our bench, and he said, three-pointer from right over here. So I'm sitting over there looking like, that Babe Ruth, calling your shot already, right?
Yeah.
So Isaiah, I'm sitting there looking. He looked down at the floor. Hell, everybody looked down at the floor. He like he threw something, and he hit a three.
Can you believe that?
Bird's impact was felt in the playoffs, where he consistently delivered clutch performances. His ability to step up in critical moments solidified his reputation as one of the greatest players in NBA history. He was not just a participant in the postseason, he was a driving force, leading the Celtics to victory time and time again. In the 1,986 NBA Finals against the Houston Rockets, Bird's brilliance shone through. He averaged 24 points, 9 rebounds, and 9 assists per game, showcasing his all-around game and ability to perform when it mattered most. The Celtics won the series in 6 games, and Bird was named Finals MVP, adding yet another accolade to his already illustrious career. His performance in that series was a testament to his greatness, proving that he could elevate his game on the biggest stage. Bird's ability to perform in high-pressure situations was not just a product of talent, it was the culmination of years of hard work and dedication. He often spoke about the importance of preparation and mental fortitude, emphasizing that success in the NBA required more than just physical prowess. His relentless work ethic set a standard for future generations of players, showing them that greatness is achieved through commitment and discipline. Now, travel with me to Game 4 of the 1987 NBA Finals, Celtics versus Lakers. The Garden is rocking. Boston trails the series 2-1. They need this win to even the series and hold serve at home. The atmosphere is electric, charged with the energy of a rivalry that has defined an era in basketball. The game goes back and forth like a war. Late in the fourth, Bird tells James Worthy exactly what he's going to do, not trash talk prophecy. If you trail me, I'm cutting inside. If you go over, I'm fading to the corner and hitting it in your face. Worthy locks in. He knows the play, but it doesn't matter. Bird pops to the corner, catches, drains a three, Celtics lead. Then Kareem gets fouled, hits one, misses one. The Lakers grab the board. Magic Johnson drives, spins, hooks. It goes in. Lakers take the lead, but there's time for one more shot. The play is drawn. Bird loops around, catches the ball near the baseline, turns, fires. It's straight. It's clean. It's perfect. But it rims out. And just like that, the series tilts. Instead of 2-2, it's 3-1 Lakers. Boston never recovers, and history shifts. If that shot goes in, Celtics tie the series. Game 5 is back in Boston, where they're almost invincible. They likely win. That makes it 3-2 heading to LA, needing just one more win to clinch. Bird gets his 4th ring. Another Finals MVP, the first back-to-back champion since Russell's dynasty. The Magic versus Bird rivalry, tipped forever in Larry's favor. And the GOAT debate? Rewritten. Because now, Bird isn't just the guy with 3 rings. He's the guy who could have had 5, who dominated the 80s not just with brilliance but with victory. All of that gone because one perfect shot didn't fall. Here's what most people miss. LeBron James is an all-time great, a marvel of athleticism, a basketball savant in his own right. His resume is Mount Rushmore level. And over a 20-year career, his longevity is unmatched. He has redefined what it means to be a forward in the modern NBA, blending size, skill, and an unprecedented basketball IQ. But greatness isn't just built over time. Sometimes, it's forged in a moment. Bird's moments are etched into the annals of basketball lore. And when it comes to moments, Larry Bird doesn't take a back seat to anyone. Ask Reggie Miller. Ask Skip Bayless. Ask Stephen A. Smith. Ask those who felt it. Bird versus LeBron isn't just a stat sheet war. It's a war of philosophies. Flash versus substance. Hype versus soul. Momentum versus mastery. As we compare Bird and LeBron, it's important to recognize the evolution of greatness in the NBA. In Bird's era, the game was physical and the competition was fierce. Players like Bird, Magic Johnson, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar set the standard for excellence, pushing each other to new heights. The rivalry between the Celtics and Lakers was not just a battle for championships. It was a cultural phenomenon that captivated fans and defined an era. In contrast, LeBron plays in a league that emphasizes speed, space, and shooting. The game has evolved to favor versatility and skill over sheer physicality. LeBron's ability to adapt to this changing landscape speaks volumes about his greatness. He has managed to remain relevant and dominant in a league filled with young, athletic talent, showcasing his ability to evolve his game while still maintaining his core strengths.
There's nobody who has been as good for as long, meaning longevity, a sustained level of pristine excellence. LeBron James is the GOAT.
The concept of clutch in basketball often comes down to a player's ability to perform under pressure. Larry Bird was a master of this. His confidence in high-stakes situations was palpable. He didn't just want the ball, he demanded it. His legendary battles against the likes of Magic Johnson and the Los Angeles Lakers were defined by clutch performances that solidified his reputation as one of the game's greats. Bird's ability to deliver in crunch time was not just a product of skill. It was a mental fortitude that set him apart. He thrived on the pressure, often relishing the opportunity to take the game-winning shot. His famous quote, "I'm not afraid to take the shot, and I'm not afraid to miss," encapsulates his mindset. He understood that greatness was not just about success, but also about the courage to embrace failure and learn from it. On the other hand, while LeBron has had his share of clutch moments, most notably his iconic performances in the 2016 NBA Finals against the Golden State Warriors, his career has also been marked by instances where he has been criticized for passing up game-winning shots. This contrast in clutch performances adds another layer to the Bird versus LeBron debate, highlighting the different narratives that surround their respective legacies.
We have never seen in the NBA a player like LeBron James.
You know, I look at LeBron and what he's done is mind-blowing.
LeBron's decision-making in late-game situations has been scrutinized, with some arguing that he sometimes opts for the safer play rather than taking the shot himself. While this approach has its merits, often leading to open looks for teammates, it has also led to debates about his killer instinct compared to Bird's. The perception of LeBron as a pass-first player contrasts sharply with Bird's reputation as a relentless scorer, creating a fascinating dynamic in their legacies. Look at them at age 30. Larry: more points, more rebounds, more assists, higher field goal percentage. That's not an opinion. That's the math. And then there's the clutch factor. Bird shot nearly 90% from the line, hit game winners like layups. Cold, methodical, unshakable. LeBron? Great. But in the clutch, the numbers and the eye test don't lie. In critical moments, Bird's ability to deliver was unmatched. He thrived under pressure, often hitting shots that would leave fans breathless and opponents defeated. Larry Bird didn't market himself. He didn't ask to be idolized. He just walked into your gym, embarrassed your best defender, told you exactly how he'd do it, and then did it anyway. He was basketball's grim reaper in high tops. When the lights got hot, he didn't flinch. When the pressure built, he delivered. When the game was on the line, he was the line. His demeanor was calm, his focus unwavering, embodying the essence of a true competitor. Bird's impact on the game transcends statistics. He changed the way the game was played. His intelligence on the court redefined what it meant to be a forward. He brought a level of competitiveness and skill that shifted the paradigm for future generations. He inspired countless players who came after him, showing them that basketball is as much about mental prowess as it is about physical ability. His work ethic, his dedication, and his sheer love for the game set a standard that many still strive to meet today. Bird's rivalry with Magic Johnson not only elevated their respective careers, but also revitalized the NBA during a time when it was struggling for relevance. Their battles in the finals were not just games, they were cultural events that captivated fans and brought a new level of excitement to the league. As the NBA has evolved, so too has the conversation around what constitutes greatness. The modern game emphasizes athleticism, versatility, and the ability to stretch the floor. LeBron epitomizes this evolution, combining size and skill in a way that has changed the expectations for future generations of players. Yet, even amidst this evolution, Bird's fundamentals remain timeless. His ability to read defenses, create plays, and execute under pressure are skills that every player, regardless of era, should aspire to master. This isn't a eulogy for a forgotten era. It's a reminder that greatness isn't always loud, that dominance doesn't always come with a hashtag, and that sometimes the game doesn't need to be reinvented, it just needs to be respected. LeBron James may own the narrative today, but Larry Bird, he owned the court. One shot rimmed out, one alternative timeline vanished, but for those who know Larry, Joe Bird still stands tall. The greatest small forward who ever lived. Period. End of story. As we reflect on the legacies of both Bird and LeBron, we must recognize that greatness is multifaceted. It's not solely about the number of championships won or the accolades collected. It's about the impact on the game, the ability to inspire others, and the moments that define a career. Bird's influence can be seen in the way players today approach the game. His work ethic, basketball IQ, and competitive spirit have become benchmarks for aspiring players. Meanwhile, LeBron's ability to adapt and thrive in an ever-evolving league showcases a different kind of greatness zone that embraces change while maintaining excellence. In the end, Bird and LeBron represent two different but equally significant chapters in the rich history of the NBA. Their legacies will continue to inspire discussions, debates, and admiration for generations to come. Each player has left an indelible mark on the game, ensuring that their names will forever be synonymous with greatness. As the NBA continues to evolve, new players will emerge, and the conversation around greatness will expand. Young stars like Luka Doncic, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and others will undoubtedly enter the fray, adding their narratives to the ongoing dialogue about who truly deserves the title of the greatest of all time. Yet, no matter how the landscape shifts, the legacies of Larry Bird and LeBron James will remain foundational to that discussion. They are not just players. They are icons who have shaped the game in profound ways. In a world where opinions often clash, one thing remains clear. The debate between Larry Bird and LeBron James is not merely about stats or championships. It's about understanding the essence of greatness and what it truly means to leave a lasting legacy in the world of sports. As we celebrate their contributions, let us remember that greatness is not just measured by what one achieves, but by how one inspires others to reach for their own greatness. Larry Bird and LeBron James, in their unique ways, have done just that, forever changing the game of basketball and the hearts of fans around the world. In analyzing the careers of Bird and LeBron, we can extract valuable lessons that extend beyond the basketball court. Both players exemplify the importance of hard work, perseverance, and resilience. Bird's journey from a small-town Indiana kid to an NBA legend illustrates that greatness can emerge from humble beginnings. His relentless pursuit of excellence serves as a reminder that talent alone is not enough. It must be coupled with dedication and effort. LeBron, on the other hand, showcases the significance of adaptability. His ability to evolve his game throughout his career demonstrates that true greatness involves continuous learning and growth. As the game changes, so too must the players. LeBron's commitment to improving his skills and expanding his versatility has allowed him to remain a dominant force in the league, even as younger players enter the fray. Both players also highlight the importance of teamwork and leadership. Bird's ability to elevate his teammates and LeBron's emphasis on collaboration underscore that individual success is often intertwined with the success of the collective. Their leadership styles, while different, both fostered environments where teammates could thrive, illustrating that great players often make those around them better. Moreover, the rivalry between Bird and LeBron represents more than just a clash of individual talents. It symbolizes the evolution of basketball culture. Bird's era was defined by grit and determination, where players often battled through injuries and physical play. It was a time when the game was as much about heart as it was about skill. In contrast, LeBron's generation embraces a more global perspective, where the game is celebrated for its artistry and athleticism. The NBA has become a platform for social change, with players using their influence to advocate for various causes. LeBron, in particular, has been vocal about issues such as social justice and equality, leveraging his status to effect positive change in society. As we delve deeper into the narrative of basketball greatness, it becomes evident that both Bird and LeBron have not only defined their eras but have also influenced the trajectory of the sport itself. Their unique styles of play, combined with their distinct personalities, have left an indelible mark on the league. Bird's fierce competitiveness and trash-talking mentality brought an edge to the game that resonated with fans. His ability to perform under pressure and deliver in clutch moments made him a beloved figure in Boston and beyond. His rivalry with Magic Johnson helped to elevate the NBA's profile, turning it into a mainstream spectacle that captured the hearts of millions. LeBron's influence, on the other hand, is characterized by his ability to transcend the sport. He has become a global icon, using his platform to address social issues and promote positive change. His commitment to philanthropy, particularly in education through initiatives like the I Promise School, showcases how athletes can leverage their success to make a meaningful impact. In conclusion, the debate between Larry Bird and LeBron James is not merely a statistical comparison. It is a reflection of the evolution of basketball and the culture surrounding it. Each player embodies different aspects of greatness, and their legacies will continue to inspire future generations of athletes. As fans, analysts, and players engage in discussions about who truly deserves the title of the greatest of all time, we must appreciate the unique contributions of both Bird and LeBron. Their stories are intertwined with the history of basketball, and their legacies will continue to inspire future players to strive for greatness, both on and off the court. Ultimately, whether you lean towards Bird's old-school mastery or LeBron's modern brilliance, one thing is certain: both have shaped the game in ways that will be celebrated for generations to come. Their narratives are not just about basketball, they are about the human spirit, the pursuit of excellence, and the desire to leave a lasting legacy. In the grand tapestry of basketball history, Larry Bird and LeBron James stand as towering figures, each representing a unique chapter in the story of the sport. Their journeys remind us that greatness is not merely a destination, but a relentless pursuit tone that inspires us all to reach for our own dreams, no matter how lofty they may seem.